Hey, what is up, Scorpios? What is going on? How you guys doing? So, today we're going to be doing your tarot and intuitive. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big like, subscribe. Check out my new channel. Again, I mentioned this in a previous video. I do have some availability. We reopened the bookings for private stuff for this week, so I think there is like a lot of things that weren't available before we restocked it, but it will be most likely closed after that for the summer. Like, that's it. So yeah, check it out. Links for everything, description. So there is a private tarot class available. There's also a package with all the astrology classes and I think 3 readings package, tarot class. So check it out. Everything is in the description box. Make sure you're also checking your emails when I'm trying to get reach to reach you. Let's see. This might be a little bit fast, this reading, because it's sort of like a little extra. I'm trying to see. We looked in your previous reading into Mercury retrograde in the next 4 weeks. Now I want to look at Jupiter retrograde, because I think for you it's going to be a lot of interesting things happening with your abundance. Of course, for Scorpio, second house is Sag, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is in this other domicile placement. Pisces number is going back retrograde in your 4th house. So let's take a look. What is this energy bringing you? We have, of course, the full moon as well. Interesting. We have here this card. I love this card in this deck, by the way. Happy, happy. It's like this very joyful energy. And we have chopped wood reversed. So, I mean, technically in Oracle, we don't usually look so much into the reverse meanings, but let's take a look at this here. So technically, upright chopped wood is something like, right, you wake up every day, you have certain routine, you go to work, go to your job, or if you're in your own business, do certain activities, sometimes routine and boring, sometimes, you know, it just has to do like certain consistency, right, when you want to get your results. With this card being reversed, I'm actually seeing that whenever you watch this video, and especially in the summer of 2021, you will feel like your routine as you've known it is changing. You almost like are being pushed to reconsider how you're doing things. So maybe if you before were kind of like in this day-to-day, hustle, bustle, you know, so to say, doing the same, I feel like you are getting out of this. So you're getting out of some kind of previous routine. And with this happy card, I actually see your lifestyle going through amazing changes. So let's say you always wanted to travel and be more free. I see it's being available to you. If you always wanted to be self-employed but were kind of stuck in a job, I see that being available for you. Of course, it's general reading. Let's not forget that. If you perhaps always kind of hated that maybe all of the work you do is practical or just dealing with other people's problems or draining or boring or maybe way too like, I don't know, just something maybe about your lifestyle was kind of draining you, I see you being able to take basically to take a walk, not to take a walk, but to take a step and step into this new direction where like if your work before, if your lifestyle before was kind of boring, you were just dealing with problems, other people's problems, heavy energies, now you're actually going to maybe being more creative, doing the stuff that you actually want, being more playful. Like let's say before you were doing something that were only talking about problems or serious things, now you're suddenly exploring your fun side. That's what Jupiter in Pisces wants. You know, it's in your 5th house for Scorpios. Like it wants you to start being childlike, stop being acting like you're 200,000 years old, you know, and starting to explore again, you know, your creative side, your playful side, taking risks. It's a very happy energy. I see you literally maybe even looking younger, doing something to enhance your appearance. It could be, but even if it's not that, I just see maybe you start dressing like in more different colors than you used to before. I see a lot of here. This is, I really like this. Very happy changes are taking place. Let's see which deck. Let's go with this deck. This is very, I haven't used it in a while. Let's take a look. Scorpio, let's take a look what's going on with the Jupiter retrograde for you. Interesting. We have here the 6 of Swords. Okay. Interesting. We also have here the 8 of Swords with the 9 of Wands. So what I think you recently realized is that actually it seems like for a while, you know, and it's It's always interesting because right usually around the time when your situation changes big time, when you are about to heal and to change like direction in life, you get this almost like unexpected glimpse into how, or maybe like you are admitting to yourself, I'm seeing here something like that you were not able to admit yourself for a while. So what I see a lot of you are going to be feeling is that you finally admit to yourself just how unhappy you were in the past, where it's almost like you acted like you were fine. Yeah, not a big deal. Life is okay. No, I'm just doing my thing. It could have to do with your like lifestyle choices and just overall your work. Like I see a lot of you were, and we've seen these energies before, a lot of you were kind of like unsatisfied, unfulfilled with your career, and for a while you were just like chopping wood. So maybe like you hate the job you're in, you know that's not the way you want to be seen, that's not the work you want to do, like, but you know, like we have commitment, right? We gotta chop wood, we gotta pay our bills. And I'm getting for a while you were suppressing within just how much you were not fulfilled doing things you were doing. So it could be like the work that's not fulfilling, it could be the people that you work, it could be just many different things. It's obviously general reading, for each is going to be different, but I'm getting that like as you're leaving this behind, because I see a lot of you will finally be able to live some kind of toxic situation. And it doesn't have to be toxic, maybe it was just draining, maybe honestly it wasn't even so toxic, it was okay work with decent pay, but you were just not fulfilled there because deep down you always knew you could do more, you can be so much more. How come like you ended up right where you ended up, when you know that your potential is to do so much, sorry guys, to do so much bigger, you know, and better things, and you felt like you got stuck with Eight of Swords. I feel like for a while career wise you got stuck here, you got stuck, and I'm seeing a scenario for some of you, maybe like you were ready to leave something behind, but 2020 year happened and you were like, oh shit, no, not the right time, you know. There were many moments like this where you were thinking, oh, I'm ready to finally pursue my dreams, finally do the things that I always wanted to do, but you were like, oh no, actually I have this commitment. For some of you it's family, it could be different things here. And with the Nine of Wands here, I'm getting that you are admitting to yourself that certain things you've been doing before just do not feed your spirit anymore. And see, the thing is, in life, survival or even accumulation, right, of certain things, sure, it's necessary, but it can only take us so far. Humans are happiest, right, when they are in the by the hierarchy of needs, so to say, when they are higher, when it's like self-expression is involved, you know, really feeling like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in this world, you know, that you're really like among people that you admire. And I feel like this was not present where you were before. So with the Nine of Wands, I feel like instead of continuing this chopping wood, you will have a moment in the near future where you'll be like, you know what am I working for? Look at this, literally this broom or whatever this is looks identical to this man in this car, like in this picture, even though it's different decks. I'm getting there, you're like, you know what, I'm done working here, I'm done, you know, like maybe it's not ideal. You know what it is almost getting, some of you are waiting for like a perfect moment to maybe like quit your job or like do some kind of major transition in life. And this is not meant to tell you what to do, by no means. Do not follow what I say. If you know, you have to consult your own situation, finances and everything else first. Listen to your common sense first. But I'm just saying, for some of you, you're like waiting for this perfect moment where maybe you have certain amount savings saved, I don't know, like so you start generating some income from your new career or like investments or whatever. But I'm just getting, there's like this moment when you're like, you know what, I am just done here, I'm not even waiting for perfect moment anymore, I'm just done, like I'm done. Let's see what else. That's so interesting. I cannot, like, guys, you could see, like, I even tried to shop like ever. You cannot make this up. As you are done with chopping wood and doing things that are draining to you, the next card is the Fool. You're literally, you know what, I don't have all the answers, I have no idea maybe what I'm doing, some new places where I'm going to, but I'm just ready for my new beginning and for my new chance in life now. My life starts now. I don't want to wait any longer. And for some of you, it could be, once again, career. For some of you, it could be a relationship. Just something about a lifestyle where you're like, you know what? Like, we can wait forever for a perfect moment to do or not do something. But I see you here with the Fool, where you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna instead of chopping wood and wasting my time, wasting my potential, doing the things that I know is not what I'm supposed to be doing just because of survival or whatever, I'm just gonna take my talent, take my pretty, pretty, how do they say this? It's American expression, like pretty nice damn self, I don't know, or something. I think it sounds differently. And I'm just gonna go and explore new opportunities. Like, you're done waiting for things to be better and to waiting also for the perfect moment to change something. And look at this, if you look symbolically even, you see how there's this crescent moon, and in this card there's crescent moon. It's almost like I'm feeling that probably by the time we are gonna approach the new moon, the next new moon, which is going to be Cancer in Western astrology, and also new moon of Cancer and new moon of Leo are going to be two important new moons for you guys here. You're going to be in a different place. You're like, you know what, I'm not waiting any longer, I'm just doing what I can with as little as I have in a new place. Because why are you doing that? Because with the Temperance, suddenly something changed with your approach to how you see the world. I see that Jupiter in Pisces in particular has brought you faith. I think I mentioned this in a previous reading, but it's almost like now you're more aware than ever that there is some higher force that's undeniable in your life. There is a presence of God, and there is a presence of spirits and your angels that you cannot deny that are there. And it's almost like at this point you're allowing them to take your hand and to lead you into your new life, to lead you towards the things you always know it was your destiny to experience. So there is, with the Temperance, it's a very spiritual card. I do feel like, there is going to be patience needed in some matters of this still, but I do see that it's almost like you have what it takes to be patient when needed and to also take matters into your hands when needed. Let's see, we have the Seven of Pentacles with a Page of Swords. Something you've been working on in the past 2 years is giving its fruit. I'm also seeing that there is some kind of journey. It takes 2 years for this journey to be accomplished. Page of Swords is my 2 years timing card. Don't ask why. It's sometimes readers create their own meanings, which in my life, it always shows that in specific cases and when I read for people. So Page of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles, something you've been waiting on for 2 years could finally start showing its fruit. Also, alternatively, I see there is some kind of situation that fully matures within 2 years from when you started that. Not from now, not from when I'm reading this, from whatever you started this. So let's say you started a company 2 years ago. Now it's going to start giving fruit. You started a company a year ago, maybe it's within the next year it's going to give fruit, something like that. But again, don't be too crazy about timing. Timing is very fluid, and of course it's a general reading. With the Seven of Pentacles here, I see that you've been investing your money. It could be different type of investment, could be literal investments, like whatever, markets, currencies, things like this. But it could be like investment maybe in a new project, a new idea. You have some kind of project that you want to see flourish and bloom. It could be investment in yourself. It could be different things here. But with the Seven of Pentacles here, I think you are entering the stage where it's not just about, chop wood, kind of like very basic way. But I see you basically accumulating things where your talents work for you, your money works for you. So it's not like where you are just doing things per hour, per shift or whatever, per amount of work done. I see that you somehow are investing with your patience as well. You do need to be patient. They say some kind of investments I hear, you need to be patient because they are gonna grow beyond what you maybe not beyond what you expect, because I feel like some of you might expect actually quite much, but it's almost like patience is needed. If you want things to grow to the level where you want them to be, you do need to be patient. I also see with the Page of Swords, there's somebody here who's been watching you progress, been watching you evolve. Let's see a little bit more about this. There's definitely energies that are watching your progress, watching your transformation. I'm seeing here with butterflies. I mean, it could be, it could be that you already know a person who is quite interested in you, and I'm seeing that they are ready to come towards you, but they sort of watching you. It's almost like they know that they have to approach you in a correct way, whatever that means. I don't know. Masculine energies sometimes do things in their own way, which I don't always, to be honest, understand, but okay, we'll take that. And this is definitely the Page of Swords. I don't think it's X or anything. X, of course, could always be watching you, Scorpio. We know that, but we don't care anymore here. With the King of Cups, I do think it's the same energy that I've been seeing. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos, if you're resonating, could be very much the same energy. We've been pulling King of Cups a lot on this channel lately. And it's almost like, yeah, like, it's okay, hold on. Oh, you have King of Pentacles. So you have King of Cups and King of Pentacles. You might have at the moment more than one person interested in you, Scorpio. Isn't it exciting? You've been, I think you've been playing around this retrograde. No, I'm not saying that's necessarily. I think, you know what's interesting though, with Jupiter and Pisces, it's a transit in your 5th house, which is what? Love and romance. And I've been telling you guys that there is going to be opportunities in the summer for love and romance. And of course, it's not always like, oh, you right away meet the one and like in a fairy tale, you know, trumpets, you know, playing and stuff. You probably might be dating or starting to meet, especially if it's a feminine watching, masculine energies coming your way. And of course, what you're watching, you can apply as it resonates. So we have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. I feel like there could be, and I think it's all new. It's people who really are in a good place. King of Pentacles, of course, is good with money, but King of Cups is also not too bad with money either, because they both are kings. So obviously when you reach the king level, you have certain level of maturity of other elements, and that's something you will not hear in tarot probably very often. King of Pentacles is of course the King of Pentacles of wealth and, you know, stability, prosperity, natural resources. But King of Pentacles also has, to a degree, you know, like mastered his fiery energy, his watery energy, which is emotions, his swords energy, which is, you know, like intellectual thoughts, rational mind. So every king in the tarot actually also has connection to other elements. They mastered them too, but they just are representative. Like it's their prime element, so to say, is the element that they are showing. Like for example, you can know, if you're in the esoteric field, you can know tarot, astrology, palmistry, I don't know, mediumship. But for example, what you do and what you truly mastered, what you truly craft is, might be astrology or might be tarot instead. So it's kind of like the same. To be on a king level, they both need to be kind of like very evolved. So basically, long story short, I just wanted to do a little lesson here. I do think you have options, Scorpios. And they are good options. They're not bad options. You might be like in a place where just a lot of masculine energies are observing you. Very nice. Interesting. We also have here the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles. I don't know why I said Knight of Coins, by the way, Knight of Pentacles, with the Sun. I'm getting that there are people in your field who are kind of also careful to approach you. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they're careful to approach. It's almost like they don't want to be disrespecting of you. They're carefully selecting words with you. With the Sun card here, you are becoming happy. That's what we've seen here. Maybe you shouldn't rush into like committing to one person if you're in a stage where you are dating, because you are having different options. Some could be older, younger, your own age, but it's happy times for you. And I predicted this, by the way, taking place when we did last year, 2020, your 2021 reading. I said in last year, I will link the video to these cards, that this is going to be this year, 2021 is going to be the beginning of the best chapter of your life, with finances, with love, you know. So it's like first come the coins, then come the kings, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's like happy, the Sun. Money is going to be very good. Like I'm seeing here money wise, yes, with Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, it might be a bit of a slow progress. You might have wished like you already were in a much better place than where you are now. But you know, you cannot build, what they say, you cannot build a Rome in one day. I don't know if that's how expression goes. If you really want to build something that's not just for one day and then it's gonna, you know, evaporate. If you really want to build something long term for yourself, something that's gonna last, you gotta have some patience with that too. You gotta wait for things to, you know, be in that a really good place for you. And it's interesting, you know, like I'm just feeling this energy where the things you're gonna do, your family, by the way, whether you have good or bad relationship with them, they're gonna look at you in such different way. I'm seeing for some of you, it might sound a little crazy, but I'm seeing for some of you, of course, only those who will resonate with it, you will be like the first financially freedom person in your life, maybe first millionaire or multi-millionaire in your family. Maybe you already had millionaires in your family, then of course it doesn't apply to you. Maybe you'll be a billionaire then, but like I feel like for most of you, you went from humble beginnings in your family, where I'm not saying necessarily all of you didn't, of course different people watching here, but I'm not saying all of you necessarily didn't have much, but I'm seeing where you are going levels is a big level up. So it's like you will be the first in your family to achieve some kind of true dream, true wealth, true success. And people will be, if before maybe you used to be kind of like a black sheep, or people didn't really understand in your family how you work or whatever, I see people will start looking up to you. You will be, maybe if you create your own family, you will be like the matriarch of the family, the patriarch, whatever. So yeah, it's a big level up energy, very powerful energy. Let's see what else. Let's see what else, Scorpios. Okay, and we have, I cannot believe this, we have King of Swords was kind of, by the way, coming up reverse, but we have the King of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. What did I say? You have 3 kings. Did it happen before? I think it happened a couple of times in either your or back when I did Gemini readings too. We have the 3 kings, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, so you got damn good options I'm seeing here. And you have the 9 of Pentacles, so this is you, like kind of like a bachelor or bachelorette. You are in a position, you know what it is? Financially, you're rising, you're doing well. Also, it's not just financially, it's also taking care of yourself, taking care of your skin, of your body, eating well, taking care of your energy work, right? All of this. I think because there is such a major level up in your life where now you kind of seem to have it all, right? You are good looking and you take care of yourself, and you have your own independence and finances. This gives you kind of like, oh, I've got options, hello. Because you do definitely here gonna have options. Maybe dating and really meeting really nice people where you're like, woof, really? You know, like, wow. So let's see, guys. Let's take a message from the angels. We have here peaceful resolution. We also have here yes twice. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. So for those of you who have any kind of conflict with anyone or just feeling conflicted about anything, I'm seeing here with the peaceful resolution card, whatever you're worried about right now or concerned about is going to be resolved peacefully. Also, they are telling me that in general, what's one big advice for you at the moment is that you do not enter any conflicts with people. So I don't care if it's like a conflict with, like, I don't know, somebody, like some strange person acting strange, or some kind of friend who betrayed you, or even some family members who you tend to not click very well, or ex, or a person on the internet who is setting you crazy opinions or whatever. Whatever it is, the biggest advice is to maintain your peace. Your peace right now is priceless because everything is on the way. Love is on the way. Dating options are on the way. You breaking out of what's been so boring and so draining is on the way. Your happiness is here. You know, your money is here. Like, everything is great. The only thing, yes, people could be jealous of you. Yes, people could be like trying to tempt you because they see you have a lot. And Scorpios is one of the signs that tends to get triggered a lot. Like, most Scorpios are sensitive because you're like, what kind of bullshit it is? You want to defend. You have this kind of like, especially with Cancer in the 9th house, which all Scorpios have, you're very sensitive and particular about your beliefs and how you feel and what you think, and you want to defend the truth. It's not always necessary. I feel like in the months of whenever you watch this, June, July, August, even September, whenever you watch this, peace is your best friend. And we have here two yes twice. I feel like this two yeses are just confirming that everything we talked about, yes, it's coming. I don't know how many confirmations you need. You might be someone who knows these things, but it's almost like you keep asking for confirmation. Is this really happening? Is this real? So the angels decided to confirm for you twice that all these beautiful things you've been manifesting, you've been working so hard on, are on the way. Just the only advice here, maintain your peace. Don't waste your energy on things that drain it. Don't give anyone that luxury of even getting your emotional in a negative way. No emotions, 0 emotions for people who are not worthy of your energy. So if, like, you know, sometimes, you know, we think, oh, love, we have to earn it. But even hate, you have to earn it. And you're not going to be even giving your hate or negative emotions to anyone anymore. Why? Because you're so happy now. You just don't have time for that. Anyway, we'll take a look at the extended everything else, finances wise, which you need to be aware of. Who are these three kings that are coming? And what do we need to know about them? Who's watching you online? And all of this good stuff. Links to the extent is going to be down below. Love you, Scorpio, so much. Thank you always so much for your support. Also, links to the private bookings that were reopened only for this week. And also my intermediate class with access to beginners class 2, tarot class. Everything is in the description box. Follow my new channel too. See you guys at the extended. Bye.